Children South Africa says it's concerned about an apparent increase in children going missing or being kidnapped in the country. It comes after a Johannesburg man was arrested and is due in court today for allegedly trying to kidnap a little girl from a restaurant in Florida near Johannesburg. Last week's incident was captured on CCTV and the footage has since gone viral. Yesterday, 4 people pleaded guilty to kidnapping a 6-year-old girl in Vanderbijlpark and were given prison sentences. The National Co-ordinator for Missing Children SA, Bianca van Aswegen, joins us now. Bianca, a very good morning to you. I hope I said your surname correctly.
Good morning.
Just how prevalent is kidnapping? Have you seen an increase in cases recently?
We don't have specific stats on kidnappings at the moment, but we as an organization see an increase with cases of missing children and kidnappings increasing yearly.
Does this phenomena, is it getting sufficient, the requisite attention that it deserves?
Well, it's been focused in the media for the last week and a half with the attempted kidnapping that happened in Florida. But I think kidnapping in general needs the attention every single day because it involves our children, it involves our family members, it involves our friends. So I think it could never get enough attention and enough safety around it.
Yeah. Just talk to us about the different types of kidnappings. We know human trafficking has its own special description, but what different types of kidnappings are there?
We deal with a lot of different types of kidnappings when we look at the general concept of kidnappings. As you mentioned, human trafficking is one of them. Then we get our opportunistic kidnappings that happen. We deal with family abductions, and we also deal with kidnappings that happen for ransom demands. But I think also not just the focus on the kidnapping itself, but we need to remember the victim. In the case recently that has been in court regarding a little girl that was kidnapped last year, we tend to forget about her and her family and all the other victims out there. And the child has at least been found safe and unharmed, and it's such a relief to the family. But when it comes to human trafficking, unfortunately, only 1% of trafficking victims are ever found. So we need to remember that this is something that happens. We need to focus on it.
Did you say just 1%? That's very scary.
Unfortunately, yes, worldwide.
Yeah. Why is this? Is this because law enforcement officers are not sufficiently equipped to deal with this?
No, I think worldwide we've got wonderful tasks teams that work on human trafficking. It's just the fact that only 1% are ever found that we cannot really state what happens to these children and what happened. It's not even just children, it's adults as well that are taken for human trafficking purposes.
Yeah. You know how we always try to prepare ourselves for eventualities. What signs can parents look out for? Can you prepare yourself for a possible kidnapping?
I think education around safety for our adults and our children is very important. What we've seen also with our kidnappings is that a lot of times the perpetrator is actually known to the victim. So parents need to educate themselves and also teach their children from a young age how to keep themselves safe. And some of the red flags to look out for is inappropriate touching, inappropriate comments, someone giving too much attention to a child. It's all these little things that we need to draw attention to. Our life has become a rush, and it's very important for parents to sit down with their children, talk to them, ask them how their day was, to get to know whether there are problems somewhere and if they feel uncomfortable with the person. It's very important. And also, you're more than welcome to visit our website. It's www.missingchildren.org.za. We've got a lot of safety tips on there for children and for parents.
In fact, you're talking about your website, the work of Missing Children South Africa goes on really unnoticed most of the time. Just take us through some of the cases you have been involved in and the success rate in terms of finding the missing kids.
Yes, our organization is unfortunately one of those that really go unnoticed until a child or a person goes missing. And we rely on the public for sponsorship and for donations. So we really, really rely on our public to assist us. But yes, we have a 77% success rate when it comes to our children cases. We deal with a lot of cases of children that run away from home, and also our cold cases. We've actually started running a campaign where we have started a still not found campaign of cold cases of children since 1988, and trying to get that into the public focus so we get some new leads for those families and give them some closure.
Yeah, it's quite a disturbing development, that the growth of this activity in the country. But Bianca, thank you so much for the work that you do, and thanks for speaking to us this morning.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Isn't it crazy that there's a campaign for not yet found children? But there you go, Bianca van Aswegen from Missing Children SA. And this is linked to our question of the day, where we're asking you, what proactive role should law enforcement agencies play in tackling child abductions and human trafficking? At the agenda_SABC is where you must send your comments, and we'll take a look at them at some point in the show. Let's take a break for now.